I got a scope for my CZ527, 7.62 by 39. I've got a 4x fixed power Leupold scope. It's the FX-II 4x33 fixed. I've got the box over here, I'll show you in a second, but basically it's a nice little compact scope. It's about 10.5 inches long or so, and it really fits this rifle nice. The biggest issue with this rifle and scopes is the amount of play area you have between the bolt handle and the scope itself. And I'm going to set this camera down and I can show you a little bit better what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically when this rifle first came out, they were having a lot of issues. I guess this bolt handle wasn't in this configuration, and whenever they would work the bolt, you would hit the scope, so you had to really pay attention to which scopes you got on it and what size rings you put on it. So as you can see, this one here has some pretty tight tolerances right in here. Okay, it's about 1/8 of an inch if you were to push up on this like you might do if you were pulling the bolt to the rear. You know, it's about 1/8 inch there, and it gets a little better over here. I still have plenty of room to work the bolt handle myself. Just how I work the bolt, you know, there's plenty of room there. And I don't think I'd have any trouble if I had a glove on in the wintertime either. As long as you know that it's a tight fit, you kind of plan ahead for it. But I don't notice it as being any closer to a scope than any other rifle that I've had. I've gone and used the Warne rings. These are Warne medium rings, and I'll show you that stuff right now. This is the box for the scope, and you see the number there, 58550, the FX-II 4x33mm. It's fixed. That's the information on the scope if you're interested in that. And this is the rings, the exact case the rings came in. It's Warne part number 1B1M. You can see up here it says 16mm, CZ 16mm, medium height, 1-inch tube. Permanently attached, so no quick removal for this. I've got no use for that. So that's what it came, what I have on here right now, and that's the boxes that came in. So you've seen the exact numbers if you're interested in getting them, and you see the fit and the finish, how high it sits, you know, distances and everything that you've got along the way. When I was looking for rings and looking for a scope, I had a lot of questions as to which ones would fit. I don't have a gun shop right down the road to go to, so I figured this video might help some people out. But that's what you've got. The scope itself is fairly nice. It did come with some covers, and I think the covers are just a joke. They're these rubber ones like this that they're real sticky, so it seems to just collect any type of dust or anything in your truck, in your house, anywhere. I got a lot of sawdust in my truck, and I just set this rifle in there one time and come out and it's got sawdust all over it, stuck to it, you know. So now you're carrying that around. It looks like big fuzzies on the end of it. Alright, maybe not that bad, but I think that's pretty cheesy. They could come up with better than that, I think. But other than that, I've got some scope covers I'll figure out. I'll change those out. But it's a nice looking little rifle. I think the scope is a good one for it. It's not too big. If you put that next to another rifle, compare it, you would see that this is a very short scope compared to most. They've got a couple inches on most of them. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you find it helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll try and do another video of shooting it again later on sometime. Got a little bit of shooting I'm going to add to the end of this video, but not very much. It's an accurate little gun. It shoots way better than I can shoot, so I can't ask for anything else. Okay, I've got it all sighted in. I didn't video that part of it. There was somebody else here at the range this morning, and I didn't want to be talking while they were trying to shoot. So it's sighted in. I've got three rounds of Hornaday, and I'm getting ready. I'm just going to do a 3-shot group at 100 yards, and we'll take a look at the target. Wasn't too bad to sight in. We'll see how it looks. This is what I'm going to be hunting with, so that's what I'm using right now. We'll go check it out real quick, see what it looks like. Most of my shots aren't going to be longer than 100 yards. I think the longest I've killed a deer up here is around 80. But started out at 25. That's the target at 25. That's pretty good. But let's see what this 100 yards looks like. The scope is fairly easy to sight in. It was on the paper first shot, so just walked it up from there in close, no problems. Alright, there you have it. That would be a dead deer. Looks like I'm a little to the right still, but I might let that barrel cool off and throw some more at it and see what it looks like. But that's pretty good for me. So I've got a little bit of ammo left with me, some wolf, and just gonna fire it downrange, standing up. I don't like using a rest. I don't like getting in that habit. You never have a rest when you're out in the woods hunting, so just don't think it's a good habit to get into. So it's good for sighting it in, and I'll throw 3 at this 50 yards here, standing, and if I'm good with that, I feel pretty good with it. Gun shoots as good as I can shoot, so, well, better than I can shoot, obviously.